final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. The Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Jacksonville State's offense will come out first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he is a guy. He's shown the ability.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Handoff from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Power football with the run. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
Clark wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll take it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Bears send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Give to Brown. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Clark to fire. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turn.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Clark wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's dribbling. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. The play action fake. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's locked in. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Bears come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Past the 30. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Here comes the field goal unit.
Number 13 on the field goal.
And this one is perfect. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Brown has it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
He's going to take off. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job getting him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge. He gets some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Well, jet sweep pass. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Clark to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Prince. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Wide open, he makes the catch. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Bears in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
They booted away on 4th down. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Clark wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Oh, better look out. Flying down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
So here comes the Bear offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They get to the line quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Slithers into space. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught over the middle. It's Bean. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Bears will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Missouri State offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Strickland. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bean.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick tempo here for the offense.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
4th down. Number 16. On to punch it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Give to Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guessed right.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
But I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Clark to fire. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Makes a man miss. Oh, it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Bears will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Clark wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Push down for the tackle.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's
going for it all. Just threw that one way too far. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Prince. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return, and they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Sends it downfield. He's got it on the outside. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Steps away to find some room. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's dribbling. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right?
A shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. Trying play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. So here comes the Missouri State offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, Dave.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against a defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Finds his big tight end. winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.